everybody! So, the last run, an absolute disaster with the Swallow Cruiser. I think it's fair to say we won't be using that again anytime soon. Why don't we go with something a little bit more up my alley? We must have beaten the game of the Mantis Cruiser on easy, because I've been having a real hard time with it on normal. I want to kind of take it a little easier. Do we have a Type B Federation Cruiser? We don't. What do we need to get Type B? Use only the artillery beam while taking no hull damage. That sounds terrible. While using the Federation Cruiser, use your crew in 4 special blue event choices by Sector 5 seems plausible. Get to Sector 5 without upgrading your weapon system. Okay, you know, we'll try. It's a ship that I'm a little bit less comfortable with than the norm, but it starts with a Mantis, an Angie, a Rockman, and a Human. I like the look of that. It starts with a Burst Laser Mark II. I like the look of that as well. Nothing going on here, unfortunately. Yeah, Burst Laser Mark II is really the reason I was excited about this ship. The artillery beam just takes way too fucking long to actually do anything. At level 1, we could upgrade it and put some power there, and maybe it'll be helpful by Sector 5 or 6, but anyway. This is a little bit of a scary situation to find ourselves in here. They have a beam drone and a laser, so that laser is going to get through our shields, and then the beam drone is going to cut us up. Luckily, 1 in 5 chance worked out very much in our favor there, and we've started to take out their systems. Probably go for, no, we'll go for weapons next. Keep their weapons offline. I don't know why I prioritize, like, oxygen ahead of piloting. That seems very silly. Or ahead of shields, for that matter. Obviously, we will have a solar flare coming in, you know, any moment now, basically. They must have NGs on their ship or, like, a system repair drone. That's a decent surrender offer, to be honest with you. Considering the area where we're in, and considering the offer that they provided, I thought that was relatively decent. We're going to get out of this without taking any hull damage. Presumably. Just gotta close our doors first. Oh, that's open doors! Just gotta close our doors first, and then jump away. So I would say that first beacon went relatively well. Obviously, the more weapons we can get, the better. They have a laser and a missile launcher. That doesn't scare me too much. Mind you, their laser is as good as our laser, which is very silly considering that they also have a missile launcher attached to their ship. But I guess we have an artillery beam as well. I really hate the Ledo missile launcher. The fact that it fires once in like 8 seconds means they pretty much get a guaranteed free shot at you every single time. Luckily, the AI is silly sometimes and choose not to aim at, you know, the most relevant of systems. Oftentimes just shooting at empty rooms, but, oh, we should go back to weapons. I guess, like, with a burst laser and no other weapons, pretty much weapons is where I want to go. So I'm trying to think, like, if we want to get the best, we might as well just auto-fire on weapons. If we want to get the best possible chance of unlocking the other layouts of this ship, I think the artillery beam is actually going to win this one for us. I think what we should do is upgrade artillery like crazy. That would be, you know, get to Sector 5 without using the, or without upgrading our weapon system. It costs 30 to upgrade, that's pretty cheap. Or end, I should say, kill a ship using only the artillery beam without taking any hull damage. If we find a ship that, like, exclusively has lasers, ion, just doesn't have missiles, these guys do have missiles, clearly, then we might be able to make this work. I'm gonna up our dodge chance but lower our oxygen a little bit, to be honest with you. It seems a little scary, but I like it. I want to keep our dodge chance high for this missile. It still landed. It hit kind of a useless room, but that's okay. Oxygen's still pretty good. So yeah, we want to find a ship that basically just has no means of which to hurt us. And then we can, now we can put our oxygen back up. And then we can get that, that condition for sure. Will we be able to get to Sector 5 without upgrading our weapon system? That's a darn good question. I really don't know. I do doubt it, I will say, but, you never know, could be possible. Here comes our artillery beam. It actually is proven to be surprisingly effective for us, to be honest with you. I mean, mostly because we upgraded it right off the bat, but still, cool. We're fully powered up here. Distress Beacon gives me a good opportunity to possibly get one of those blue conditions I need to get the other. Yeah, there we go. Contact the survivors. Oh, snap! Pre-igniter right off the bat. Okay, somebody up there likes me. And we got one of the blue conditions that we needed to. We don't really want to go to the store because we have nothing to sell. Probably next level of shields is what we're going to want right off the bat. Offer your services? We can't do it, but yeah. Might as well ask, right? We can go this way. This is fine. So that pre-igniter on the first sector is enormously huge. They only have a laser and a drone. It's an intruder drone, though. So I think I am gonna actually go to town on them here. As much as I would have preferred to just not do this and let the artillery cannon take care of things, I really don't want to deal with the ion intruder. It's just so frustrating. We just shot it down now, but still. We'll find a ship. I have faith that we will find a ship that will work for our interests and needs eventually. It looks like we started a fire back there. But getting that pre-igniter, I really can't stress how enormous that is. It doesn't really matter what we shoot at. I'm gonna keep shooting at drones just so that they stay offline, because the ion intruder could be something that could really devastate me. Next level of shields is something that we are gonna want, and that's gonna expand the range of, you know, ships that we could not take damage from, so it would be good to get that. We also got a drone recovery arm. Free augments like crazy is nuts. We're maybe never gonna use that drone recovery arm, but maybe we will. Okay, so they have 2 lasers. The problem here is that our shields are absolutely going to go down. There's no question about it. So what we're going to do is just use our pre-igniter shot, take one of those missiles offline, and then basically we'll wait until the ion blast comes, I think. Well, it is imminent, so I am going to wait for it. And then when it goes off, shields for the enemy should go completely down. Gives me an easy crack at weapons. Yeah, and with those completely gone, now we can aim at basically whatever we choose. So this is an aberration. It's extremely lucky, the run that we're having so far, but, oh, we should definitely shoot. Oh, the pulse is coming anyway. Took out shields, but left my weapons intact. Thank you very much. Yeah, so, I mean, normally you're not going to get a weapon pre-igniter on the very first sector for free. That's very nice. I'm very thankful to the FTL gods for that one. Hopefully we'll be able to... Now I really want to pick up more weapons so I can actually, you know, make better use of the pre-igniter. But so be it. We're probably going to be able to jump basically just as our shields come back here. Just give it a second. And good to go. Okay. We'll hit this beacon up. We should be able to get second level of shields before we leave the sector. Okay, this is just getting silly at this point. Can this ship hurt me? Yes. Why was our shield not active for the start there? That's weird. We're going to go on their... I mean, their beam drone is actually the scarier part here. To me. Why the beam drone? Get this repaired. Why the beam drone? Because it can do more than 1 damage, and their laser can't do anything. So, it seems smart to me to take out that beam drone. Then their laser just can't do anything. So, I probably should have started this run by, I don't know, maybe making the Rockman the pilot. If I use the ship again, I'm going to try to remember that. I can't guarantee it, obviously, because I'm a dingleberry sometimes. But why make the Rockman the pilot? Because Rockman's great at putting out fires, yes. But the other thing that's great at putting out fires is just a pure lack of oxygen, as we'll see right here. Please don't destroy my engine so I can actually jump away. That's the scary thing here. And I want our human to actually be able to do repairs, which they're not able to do right now. That's a bad thing because Mantis is super slow at repairs. So we have an interesting situation here. I think the NG we're going to take down here. The reason we're going to do that is so that as soon as possible... our NG can get in there, repair those engines with the Mantis, and we should be able to jump away. So just get those engines repaired. I believe you'll get 1 bar pretty quickly. If we have a little bit of fire to deal with, that's no problem. And we're good. Okay, so we'll hit that exit beacon. Then we'll put everybody back on their stations. Okay, dock with the refueling platform. Wait for them to finish. Intruders on board and 3 damage to hull, huh? Well... let's do this shit in the medbay, shall we? I can't believe, by the way, that they hurt our engines again after all that. So we're going to open this bad boy up right here. You know what? Why don't you... the doors are so far away. But we can actually send our NG into the door room to fuck with their NGs. And we'll just close this door, and now we have second level on each of those, and that's going to cause them some real problems. Okay. So I think this was handled properly. Strangely enough. I mean, I kind of just want them to walk in here and fight me now, but that's up to them, I guess. Are they going to be... they're NGs. They're not going to be able to take out our oxygen. Yeah, that's what I figured. Alright, so let's close up this door and let the NGs fight us in the medbay here. In the meanwhile... no, we should just wait on this. This is fine. This actually turned out okay. Now that they are basically written to die, we'll send our NG in here to repair the oxygen... or sorry, the engines. Close and open all doors. Everybody's good. Pretty soon we'll send everybody back to their stations and we'll be good to go. That was an unfortunate kind of situation there, but whatever. No big deal. We'll get that next bar of shields up. Probably have to depower engines and medbay to get it active, but we know where our next reactor power will go. And then we might actually work on getting our artillery up to maybe level 3, even though it's super early. I really, really want to get those, or the next layout of this ship, even though historically, Type A has been very useful for me, and Type B and C I just suck with. We'll see. Explore the asteroid field, absolutely. 5 free fuel, pretty solid. Distress beacon. Combat, please. Alright, good, 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 good. This is a ship that has an ion and a laser, and cloaking. Is it possible that our artillery could take them out without us having to do anything? I believe so, honestly. How many shots does that laser fire? We'll see. The ion hits. Let's see how that ion works. Is it going to be able to take out... I think we're fine here. So this is going to be a really frustrating fight to watch. And I say that because we're just going to sit here. But, and it's going to take a while for our artillery to actually charge up all the way. Because they're going to be cloaking. And it might take 2 tries here, but this should allow me to get one of the achievements at least. So at least we'll have achieved something in this video, which is more than I can say for the average FTL episode. They almost snuck in a shot there through the shields. I just hope my artillery cannon doesn't fire as soon as they go into cloaking. You're better than that, artillery cannon. You're better than that. Okay, it still worked, though. It didn't damage their cloaking system, apparently. It damaged shields and weapons. Which is meaningless. So we'll just wait here. It'll work, I promise you that. It would just be better if we could actually plan the artillery beam ourselves so we could hit maybe, you know, empty room, shields, oxygen cloaking. But we're gonna get this done regardless. I apologize for the fact this is gonna take a while, but this is, you know, your FTL walkthrough, how to get the Federation Type B unlocked. At least one of the 3 ways. Very nice that we had 2nd level of shields, otherwise this would not be possible. So what do we need apart from this? We need like 4 more blue possible condition options. Or, or I guess, we need to get through Sector 5 without upgrading our weapon system. Which is scary, but feasible maybe now that we have the pre-igniter at least. And our artillery worked again. It hit shields and weapons. We're gonna be here for a while. Just enjoy it. Wonderful day in space today. Doesn't really matter if they repair shields and weapons, like, neither of them can actually get through our defenses. I really wish I just... Can you give me, like, a 100 scrap loan so I can just get 3rd or 4th level artillery and we can finish this a little bit faster, because it's goddamn ridiculous right now. I do believe in the power of artillery, though. I believe that it's basically useless right now, although it can provide you with a little bit of edge in a stalemate. But I believe that in the future it can be super useful for us. So I might actually prioritize the 3rd level of that while I'm trying to get to Sector 5 without upgrading our weapon system, because that's one of the only ways we can do damage. We could get more weapons, and then maybe with the pre-igniter it would be nice to have like a different weapon, or different weapons. We could have like an ion bomb, then switch to the burst laser or something like that. I swear to God, if these motherfuckers escape. We're not going to be able to stop them from escaping. I'm actually really mad about this. I'm going to accept their surrender offer. I know that's so annoying, but our artillery doesn't charge fast enough for us to stop them from getting away. And we could kill them with the burst laser, but I don't like our odds. I'm super... Trust me, nobody is more displeased about the way that fight went than I am. But I think that's the way it had to go. I'll sell drone parts. We have the drone recovery arm, so we don't need drone parts as much, I guess. Next level of shields is something that we're going to want. Or sorry, next level of doors is something that we're going to want. But 50... We're going to put this into engine power quickly so we have a little bit more dodge, because we have no missile defense now. Except the weapon pre-igniter is kind of like a missile defense if we can take out their weapons before they manage to hit us. But anyway, we're definitely not going to surrender our crew to slavers. Their ship is pretty nasty. They have a flat cannon and a laser, so that can actually get through our shields. So we do want to do our best to take care of them. And basically, we can pretty much just auto-fire on, well, you know what, if their weapons aren't going to come back by the time my next burst laser fires, I might as well fire on shields, and shields turned out to do absolutely nothing positive for us, so we can maybe try it again, but if that flat cannon comes back, it didn't, we would have gone on weapons. They're going to give us a Zoltan crew member. That's free reactor power. Where does he go to give us free reactor power? Well, I guess he can go on the artillery. He doesn't actually make the artillery better, but he does save us 1 reactor power that we could put somewhere else. Yeah, it's not the best place for him, but, you know, it's free reactor power. Intruders on board, huh? Where? Alright, you know the deal. This time, maybe, I don't know, NG is still close to the doors. We'll see if we can fight these guys in the med bay if possible. And we'll send the Rockman over here, too. Alright, let's start opening these doors and venting the oxygen. Cause them to have some real problems. So, in doing so, yeah, there we go. They're going to try to escape. This is not going to work out super well for them. Might as well try to vent the... Oh, I didn't quite get the shield door closed in time. Let's open this one up. There we go. And force them to fight us in the medbay. Medbay is not powered up. We should change that. And that will completely neutralize this, making this a super easy fight here. So we can actually just close all doors. And now that they're all dead, we'll send NG and Rockman back over here. If anything needs to change, I would love it. Or if anything needs to be, like, rebalanced in FTL, I would love it if there was a way for you to at least get some reward from those fights. Like, maybe if you take them out, there's, like, a 10% chance that one of them will be like, I yield, I'll join your crew, yada, yada, yada. I don't know. I would welcome it at the very least. Alright, beam weapon, carefully cut the shit out. That's what I said, isn't it? Carefully cut the shit out. That's what I do when my cats poop themselves, and leave some poop on their butt, which happens with alarming regularity, and is yet another thing that makes me realize that I should not be a parent, because whenever I see a cat shit all over its butt, I'm like, oh my god, what's your problem? Alright, so we're gonna have some fighting here. Obviously, we are gonna have to, you know, attack with our burst laser, not just use artillery. But our artillery is gonna charge much faster. We've obviously prioritized it. What did we prioritize it at the expense of? Dodging. Yeah. So it's kind of devastating, as you can see here, when something like this happens. But our artillery will charge up fast enough to maybe get something useful done here. Okay, get that burst laser back up. Really? The missiles just don't miss in this day and age, apparently. Technology has gone too far. I trust our NG to fix that up, though. You can do this, artillery. Alright, that hit an empty room. Ah, wonderful. That's a pretty good offer because of the missiles and the fuel. It's not great for scrap, but apart from that, it was really, really nice, which is why I decided to take it. You never know if maybe we'll have a missile launcher that we want to use in the future, or if we'll be able to trade missiles for, you know, scrap at some point. Reactor power is 25 now. I'm just getting our NG healed up, and then we'll send him back to base. Rockman, you know, lost 15 health, but he can still keep it alive here. No worries. Pretty good so far. Pretty good. So everybody save your positions. Alrighty. We are going to jump away. I'm going to go civilian sector, because if we go abandoned sector, I'll have to go through 2 nebulas. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to repair some of our hull, but we can make it over there that way. I think I'm going to try doing that. And we'll jump around on the, like, eastern corner of the map here. Free scrap is the best kind of scrap. I know we need dodge chance, don't get me wrong. Or cloaking, which is basically dodge chance. This is a scary ship. We'll never surrender one of our crew to slavers. Gotta hit weapons, all 3. That is less than 3, and not in the Ray William Johnson way. Not that that would necessarily be better or worse. These missiles are gonna hurt like a motherfucker. The bomb goes off on weapons. I'm so fucking mad. Okay, get this taken care of. The missile. There it goes. It missed because there is a benevolent god in the universe. Our bomb goes off on sensors. We'll get that fixed up. Their lasers can't really hurt us at all. Okay, so now that we've actually hit their shields, we can maybe take out their weapons with a burst laser shot. Oh, that's good news. That fire in there is going to slow them down. They're going to surrender a crew member, and we're going to take it. Kind of a rash choice, but that means we don't have to get the next level of doors, so we save 35 scrap, and we have somebody else to help fight borders. The book chain. Now, what do they have? They have an ion weapon and a laser, plus asteroids. We might be able to kill this ship without taking hull damage. I'm gonna give it a second. It really helps when those lasers miss. It really helps when those ions miss. What we probably have to do is just get one artillery off. So, the good news is they probably will not shoot when they are cloaking, and they'll cloak as often as they can. So yeah, I think, oh no, they're still gonna shoot when they're cloaking. Asteroid, don't hit me. So again, we're just waiting for artillery. Really want to get this achievement. You can do it. No asteroids. No asteroids. There we go. We took out their cloaking. We didn't actually do enough damage to their shields, though, to take out a bar of shields, which seems crazy to me. We are coming super close to taking damage here. Come back. Go. Oh, fuck everything. There we go. Their weapon's basically offline. Hard life. Sometimes. I mean, only taking one whole damage on a fight by this point is alright, but that sucks because I really, you know, we were mathematically so close to actually making that work. We're only at about half hull integrity, which is quite scary. Now we have an ion storm, which is maybe beneficial for us. They have a beam and a really nasty laser, so they can hurt us. I'm gonna fire quickly on weapons. Didn't take him out. We need to send our Mantis in there to fight. So you know what, human, you do this. Rockman's gonna take way too long. Make sure our medbay is powered up. Is this the way we want to handle this? Sure. Oh no, this is the worst. I really needed that weapon to be ready for when their shields go down just now. But it took their weapons offline too, kind of amazingly. Alright, so you heal up in there for a second. Come back online. Zoltan, my hero, come back in here. Okay, we did take care of it, that's good. The oxygen system we don't need to worry about right now. What's offline now? Shield still, and oxygen. Their weapons are back though. Artillery's about to go. Oh, thank you for taking out at least one of their weapons, and I took the other one. Alright, NG, you come back in here. Everyone go back to their rooms. But, NG, you go into the oxygen room instead. Weapons are still up. Thank God that just ended up in sensor room. That's not going to do anything to me. We'll attack the drone unit. Good, keep that offline. Our artillery did get ionized there. We have no shields because of the ions, but they have no weapons. Who's almost dead? NG, you need to get in the medbay. That's my bad. Thank you for the beep. Much appreciated. This is why when I play FTL with the sound muted, I don't do very well. Okay. 22 scrap. We're in a bit of a scary situation here. Oxygen needs to be powered up. And we can take some time here, even though the ship looks scary. We can take some time to get everything repaired. Not the ship, but the beacon looks scary. We should probably up our passive dodge chance, if I had to guess. We do have 103 scrap. Something about getting that 4th level of artillery, though, is very tempting to me. I should have just left. I wish the pre-igniter applied to your artillery. So as does everybody who's ever played as a Federation cruiser, I guess. Aisha, who are you? You're our door personnel. So you come back here. And we'll save the layout. Let's just jump before things get... Oh, we can't, actually. I know another pulse is going to come in soon, but our shields are just not ready. So we'll wait until the right time to jump. This is going to be the right time after this gets taken care of. In just a few seconds here, we'll be good to go. Alright. So we jump. Sector 3 is going better than it did in the last run, and I may regret saying that pretty soon. 3 fuel for 1 drone part. Terrible deal for us right now. There is a store, so we're going to try to get to that store, and maybe we'll be able to buy cloaking or something that would make us leave them alone. No giant alien spiders for me. Maybe we'll be able to get cloaking if we sell some stuff or have some extra scrap from this beacon here. They have enough lasers that they could actually hurt me, so I think we're going to try to take them out the old-fashioned way, if you will. I almost feel like we might not be able to get any of the achievements on this run, actually. And that's okay. You know, we'll still be able to sleep with without a heavy heart. We're doing our best to just win, and just winning in FTL is hard enough as is. Wow. Alright. How about this one? Alright, all 3 of my shots missed, all 3 of theirs hit. It only seems fair. Their oxygen's in a real dark place here, which is great for me. Now, they are going to try to get away, but the FTL is delayed. Whether or not it'll be delayed long enough for me to actually do some damage, stop them from getting away remains to be seen. Probably now, yes. Either the artillery or the burst laser will get them. They're not even repairing their weapons anymore. I think they've pretty much, you know, resigned themselves to their fate, which is understandable given the situation. And with them now exploding, 32 scrap is mine. Alright, so I imagine if they have cloaking, we will be able to get it. What do you got for me? They have cloaking. We should get it. I will sell the drone recovery arm, and I will buy cloaking. And theoretically, this should put us much closer to actually being able to get that achievement, which is nice. Yeah, our reactor power is spread very thin. We only have a 20% dodge chance, which is pretty terrible. But it'll go up to 80 when we cloak, which is probably good enough. Alright, so they're going to board us for sure. We should get the medbay powered up by slightly depowering artillery. Because some of my units are already a little bit hurt, actually. Where are you going? Ah, this room. Smart choice. So we may not have to actually do anything to take care of these guys. I am going to just try to take them out, though. I thought about maybe just using cloaking, but no, I'm just going to try to go to town. Alright, good. Take out one laser. Saves me a little bit of trouble. Wait for the bomb to shoot before cloaking, I guess. It's hard to time. It's not easy to time, let's put it that way. I'm still watching it very closely. And the intruder. When's that bomb coming? Oh, they've taken him off. There's the bomb, so we'll cloak quickly. Close all doors. Bomb missed, which, you know, seemed logical. And power up our dodge chance again now. And we'll go for weapons. Keep taking that laser out for basically no reason, I guess. And our artillery is going to be the next thing to shoot, I think. See how this works through shields. It did a pretty good job. Their bomb didn't even get a chance to go off. And with shields completely off, we have done quite a number on them. Yeah, oxygen, piloting... Plenty of systems for them taken out. We really need to go on shields. Good. Just even taking out one bar gives us a chance to get fatal damage on our next attack. It's important. We desperately need reactor power. Just like raw reactor power over everything else. Good. We win. Fairly easy fight. And sure, yeah, we'll take another crew member. He'll be our sensor personnel. So that maybe we will plan our shots accordingly. Can't pick up any reactor power at this price. We should heal people. Let's save the layouts first. Make sure medbay's powered up. And who needs to be healed? Kletskin. So we don't actually need to power the medbay, but that's okay. Oni and Tak. So we got a nice little ship in terms of the amount of crew that we got. Decent weaponry, decent defense. But now, like, we're building a house, right? And we haven't built... It's going to be 12 stories tall eventually, or it needs to be 12 stories tall, or we're going to get fired and never work in this town again. We're like a third of the way through, and you might be saying, well, it's not even 4 stories tall yet. You're not even close. You're not even proportional with where you should be. But we've built a strong foundation. All we got to do is fill it now. We got to fill it with concrete. We got to put drywall up, other manly buildery things. So we have a store. I don't think we have anything really to sell, or anything really to buy, but, you know, heal up just a little bit. And then jump to the next sector. So this will be Sector 4. We are going to go pirate-controlled. Reactor power, maybe third bar of shields is what I'd be looking for on this sector. And, you know, we have gotten to Sector 4 without upgrading our weapons, and it's working out okay so far. We're going to not hire any crew members. Truth be told, crew is one of the things we're very much set on right now. Totally fine. We have a ship that has mind control, but... Oh, plenty of actual weapon power. That's kind of horrifying. So we're going to take our first shot at weapons. That's okay because we still have a cloak. So you know what? Human, you're going to come in here and help us just fight off our own Rockman for a while. When these missiles and bombs come in, that's when we're going to be using our cloaking. Oh, I clicked it. I didn't click it at the right time, but it ended up working out just fine regardless. Okay, here comes a bomb. We're not going to cloak out of the bomb's way. That missed. Thank God. Okay. Now you come back into the sensor room. We did totally take out their mind control. Here comes the missile. We'll cloak through that. 79% chance. That's not really that reassuring, actually. 79 is not super good. Weapons, we did enough. They still have their bomb active, but our artillery is going to be ready pretty soon. And here comes the bomb. Yeah, I thought it was a firebomb, so it's actually a good thing that it goes off in a room like that, because it doesn't do any hull damage. Piloting's completely taken out, and artillery will finish the job. Lovely. 39 scrap. That is 2 reactor power. That is very much necessary. At this point, we don't need reactor power anymore, now that we've invested another 50 into it. Probably should get Shelton healed. Nothing going on here. So Shelton, why don't you come in here and heal quickly? Oni, I mean, you're just a liability because you're so slow, so we'll just leave you where you are. You'll be fine, I'm sure. We can always meander you over to the room if necessary. For now, next thing will either be next level of shields or next level of artillery, just so we can, you know, put that artillery baby to rest. Now they have a charge ion, that's very frightening, and a pretty nasty missile. It's possible that our artillery could do the job here, but... You know what? We're gonna let our artillery do the job. Here's my reasoning, I'm gonna pause it and explain it. Northern Line 101. Normally you'd say, or I would say at least, I'm not gonna be presumptuous, well, we should totally just try to take them out because these weapons are scary. True, very true, but we'll have an 85% chance to dodge that missile if we cloak properly. If, kind of a big if, the charge ion can completely take out our shields, but that's meaningless because they don't have any weapons that work through shields anyway. And our shields are gonna go down regardless as a result of the ion pulse. So really, all I'm hoping for is just the ion pulse to not take out my cloaking. So there we go. Oh my god, are you kidding me? 84% chance to dodge, and I missed. Or, like, it hit me. Here we go, now we can shoot on them, I guess. Yeah, suck on that, missile launcher. Well, that was comical. So let's give up that dream. Gotta admit, I at least tried. Here comes another ion pulse. We're gonna wait for it, then hit their weapons, I think. Good, it kept our weapons active. Our oxygen went out for a second, but that's fine. So we'll go to town on this missile launcher. There we go, keep that out. Artillery is now, they'd lost its full charge, which is super frustrating. So be it, though. Come on, fire quickly. This NG's probably gonna die. We'll take it. They gave us a free augment, shield charge booster. A little bit of scrap, not a whole lot, but enough. And the shield charge booster, you know, 15% extra charge. We can sell it if we get into a pinch, maybe. But apart from that, I'm happy to have it. So our exit beacon is actually nestled right in the middle of a nebula here. Not thrilled about it. We're obviously never going to surrender our crew to slavers. They have a super nasty ship here. That is dangerous. Cloaking is going to be important. Here comes the missile. Is that what we want to cloak through? I want to cloak through the lasers too, which did just fire. So, okay, one of the lasers hit us, but that's okay. Now, missile, lasers, and this fucking nasty beam scare the shit out of me. Unless they fire their beam in the worst possible case. Which they did. And they've opened up a hole in our cloaking, which does need to get taken care of. So NG will come in there. Come on, artillery. Pretty good. But you didn't quite hit the rooms I was hoping for. Our door system is running into trouble. We have Ohm as a rockman here. I'm gonna say surrender's not an option on this one. No disrespect meant to Ohm. Rather, you know, we already have one rockman, and our crew is nearly maxed out. We're only missing one more, and I really don't think another rockman is gonna be what I want. I kind of just want the scrap right now. I should have cloaked. I forgot that I had healed it completely. Okay, so they only have the beam active right now. And, yeah, and the laser, but the beam predominantly, I guess. Now the missile has come back online. So we just wait for the missiles to fire. The laser is meaningless. The missile is everything. There we go, so we'll cloak through that. NG, you can go back to the shield room now. And we'll come out of this firing, come on. Oh, you fucker. I really can't believe that we just can't find a way through the ship. I mean, I can because we don't have any extra weapons, but... Come on. There we go. Snuck another shot in there. And artillery's about to go off. I can't believe how much hull damage we've taking out this shitty ship. That's okay, though. 46 scrap. Good news. We need 80 to get to a 20-second... 20-second cooldown on the artillery beam is actually really, really good. Because, I mean, it's like, having like a halberd beam or something that charges that quickly. It requires 4 fucking power, but it also doesn't take up our weapon subsystem. Trade 1 drone part for 8 fuel. That seems like an absolutely wonderful trade. Let's head to our store quickly. Why the store? Well, we have something to sell, don't we? We have our shield charge boost. I thought we had a drone of some sort. So instead, I'm actually just going to heal up a little bit, disregard everything I've ever said in my entire life, as you probably already do. We do have to jump into a nebula. It's not a bad one, though. Just, like, no sensors. We've cloaked, and I'm not sure if that actually counts as a blue condition, because we didn't use a crew condition. It was a ship condition, but at least we didn't have to fight them. We do have to fight here, though. And it looks like a relatively easy fight. That being said, this crew member is going to be in a bad place, so we're just going to move them out, and we'll move our Rockman in to help us out. And obviously, I'm mostly concerned about the fires here. Medbay is powered. So you know what? Human, you're going to have to pick up the slack a little bit here. So you come over here. And we're going to swap Mantis out and swap you in. And we might have to... we're not going to have to do the same with the Rockman. This is fine. So we can actually jump away whenever we want to. And now seems like as good a time as any, if you ask me. We haven't really picked up anything on this system so far. Or on this sector so far, which is... obviously a little infuriating, but it's okay. Where's Aisha? She's in the door room? 85 health. 85 health is okay. So yeah, I mean, I guess we will just jump into, we'll probably go NG homeworlds as opposed to Zoltan homeworlds, so we don't have to deal with the Zoltan energy shields as much. We will have to deal with drones, but that's fine. So we're finally free from our inability to upgrade our weapons. We did get that first possible, you know, achievement type deal. Our NG actually needs to be healed as well. So we can upgrade our weapons now if we want to. Getting another weapon, especially considering we have a pre-igniter, would be excellent, obviously. For now, though, this is Sector 4, so I'm going to say thanks for watching so far. If you enjoyed the episode, please click the like button. If you want to see Part 2, it will always be up immediately at the same time that Part 1 goes up, so you can just check that out at the link in the video description below. But for now, thanks for watching. I'm excited to see where this run goes in the future, and I'll see you next time.